Bonjour tout le monde. J'espère que vous allez tous très bien. Aujourd'hui, c'est jeudi, le 18 juin 2020. So, aujourd'hui, c'est jeudi, Thursday, le 18, the 18th juin of June 2020. Très bien. Et aujourd'hui, il fait beau, il fait du soleil, il fait très beau. Oui, exactement. Alors, très bien. Aujourd'hui, the lesson today, so the lesson I have planned for today is les animaux domestiques. Les animaux domestiques. Qu'est-ce que ça veut dire? Les animaux domestiques. It literally translates to English, except domestic comes before animal in English. It's domestic animals. So I'm going to teach you common animals that you could have per se as pets or what have you. And we're going to do an exercise as well. So on va commencer. Très bien, voilà. On va commencer avec le vocabulaire. We're going to start with the vocabulary. Donc, vocabulaire. Les animaux domestiques. When you see a word in French that ends in AUX, that means it's plural. And the other way we know that it's plural is we have this definite article les in front of it. Les animaux domestiques. Très bien. So, with the language, or with French specifically, we're going to talk about, today's lesson is about French. A noun is a person, place, or thing. So it's obviously, it follows, these animals fall under a noun. So we're going to learn we're going to learn the nouns for pets right now. So let's start. Répétez après moi, s'il vous plaît. Repeat after me, please. Un chien, a male dog. Un chien, une chienne, une chienne. Notice the double N E here. That proves that shows that it's feminine. It's a female dog. Un chiot, that's a puppy. Hop là. Voilà. Un chat, that's a male cat. Une chatte. Une chatte. And the way to say kitten is chaton. Un chaton. Un lapin. A rabbit. Un oiseau. This one is an interesting word in French because it has a bunch of vowels all mismatched together. So you kind of have to collaborate them together. So it's like un oiseau. It's kind of a difficult word to say. Un poisson, a fish. So that's sorry. Un oiseau is a bird. Un poisson is a fish. Une souris is a mouse. Un rat is a rat. Un cheval is a horse. Une grenouille is a frog. Une tortue is a tortoise, a tortoise or a turtle. When you have the indefinite article un or une in front of it, that's how it literally translates to a in French, in English. Or an when it follows a vowel, but none of these follow a vowel. When you have the le, la, les, l'apostrophe, that's when it turns the. Très bien. So let's start with an exercise together. Now, this exercise that I chose, it's using both verbs, avoir et vouloir. Now, I'm going to put, voilà. Très bien. So, avoir, qu'est-ce que ça veut dire, avoir? The infinitive, avoir means to have. Très bien. Let's conjugate it so then we can use it in our lesson. So the first person pronoun is j'ai. G apostrophe A, I. I'm thinking too fast. Hein? G. Tu as. Il. On a. What's new? Nous allons. Hop. Nous allons. Remember the nous allons, the liaison. I cannot type today. Je ne peux pas typer aujourd'hui. Vous allez. Très bien. Now we're going to go into vouloir. This one is infinitive. No, this one's the infinitive, obviously. It's irregular. That's what I meant to say. So what's the first person conjugation for this verb? Je veux. Très bien. Tu veux. Il, hop, il, elle, on veut. Nous voulons. Vous voulez. Il, quoi? Veulent. Très bien. Veulent. And you remember the ENT, you don't pronounce that in French. It's just veulent. Très bien. So these are the two verbs we're going to be using today in our lesson. And I figure we can go through maybe like 1 to 10. We're going to be using this vocabulary as well. Hopla. Okay. So how do we say I have in French? I have. We're going to use the subject pronoun I in French. Now we know avoir means to have. So it's right here. So we use j'ai. J'ai. You have to remember the apostrophe, because since it's the apostrophe, if they didn't apostrophize it, it would look like this. Je, et. And that doesn't make sense, because in French they like things that flow. So it'd be je ai, je ai. You see how it doesn't flow? It doesn't make sense. That's why they like j'ai, because it's nice and quick and it flows. So we have j'ai. And then how do we say a dog in French? We learned it up here. We're going to use a male dog. We don't have to worry about the female right now because it doesn't specify. I have a dog. So j'ai un chien. Très bien. We'll do, let's do odds. So we'll do 1, 3, 1, 3. You have a cat. Tu as un chat. Very simple. Tu as un chat. You can make that as a statement or a question. When you make it as a question, you can go tu as un chat avec your voice, with your voice. 1, 3, 4, 5. Sorry. He wants a fish. How do we say he wants? Right here. Il. We can use il. We're not going to use elle or on. Il veut. Il veut un poisson. Poisson is fish. Très bien. 7. We want a horse. We as a group. So what is the subject pronoun for we? And then how do we say want in the new form? That's avoir. Nous voulons. Nous voulons. Oh, I lost my train of thought. I forgot what number we were on. Nous voulons un cheval. Nous voulons un cheval. We want a horse. We do 9 ensemble. I want a black dog. I want, so je veux, right? Je veux, because that's vouloir in the first person pronoun. Je veux, avec an X. Un chien noir. Remember the colors, they go after the noun. So sound like in French, it sound like in English, you'd say, I want a black dog. You don't say, je veux un noir chien. You say, je veux un chien noir. Très bien. We'll do 11. You all have a green turtle. So we know right here, turtle is tortue. So you all, how do we say you all? I'm doing odds because I want to show you each pronoun. I want to skip around pronouns. I don't want to just do je, tu, il, elle. You know, I want to do the other pronouns. So how do we say you all have a green turtle? How do we say you all, first of all? Très bien, use vous, which also is the formal way to say you, but it's also how you can address a group. So vous, how do you say have in French? What's the infinitive for to have? Avoir, très bien. So vous, and then what's the conjugation? Oh my gosh, I did this wrong. Excusez-moi. Nous avons, I just realized this. Vous avez, that's correct. But these examples are correct. Don't worry, it's just, I just realized I mixed up I did two different verbs. So how do we say you all have a green turtle? Vous avez une tortue verte. Yeah, and you remember the colors have to agree as well. So you have to put the E at the end. Très bien, 13. We'll do a few more. 13. She has 2 cats and 10 fish. So we would say, so we can use avoir. Elle a deux. I'm going to type it out so you can see. Deux. Actually, lowercase, minuscule. Deux chats et 10. I'm going to say 10 poissons. 10 poissons. Très bien. He wants 6 brown horses. He, so you use the il pronoun. And then how do you say wants? Veut, V-E-U-T. Il veut 6. And then cheval, horses turns plural. So this is horse, chevaux. Chevaux. Sorry, 15. He wants 6 brown. Il veut 6 chevaux marrons. Marron, that's how you say brown. Marron. And then, how many have we done so far? I want to do 10, and then I can give you the rest if you would like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we'll do 9, 10. So we'll do 17. You have 2 white horses and 3 yellow dogs. So we'll use the to form in this. Tu as 2 white horses, 2 chevaux. And then how do you say white in French? It's blanc. But then remember, the blanc turns to blanche. But horse in French, I'll show you. Horse turns to, horse is masculine, so it's un cheval. So you don't have to worry about the blanche. I just wanted to show you that colors do change in gender. Tu as 2 chevaux, and then you just go like this. It's blanc, avec an S. Oh, sorry, I have to continue. Blanc, because cheval is masculine. So we keep the color masculine as well, so the sentence agrees in gender. Tu as 2 chevaux blancs et 3 how do you say yellow? Jaune. Très bien. Jaune. Now yellow singular is jaune. J-A-U-N-E, and then when you want to make it plural, you add an S. Très bien. 19. He has the turtle or the bird. Il, so it's a he. How do you say he has? Il a. And then is turtle masculine or feminine? We'll go up here and look. It's feminine. And this is a turtle. Une tortue is a turtle. But in this sentence, we want to say the turtle. So I told you about this earlier. How do we say the in French? We need the definite article. And since tortue is feminine, do we use le, la, les, elle apostrophe? We use la. Il a la tortue. And how do you say in or? How do you say or? It's very close to English. Ou. Not ou with the grave, because when ou with the grave, that means where. That's a location word. When you say ou without the grave, that means you say ou, that means or. Or, and how do you say the bird in French? Let's go up to your vocabulary list. A bird. Remember, this is the one with the what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vowels, 5 voyelles, 5 vowels in the word. And then we want to say the bird. So then we would say le. Actually, no, we go L apostrophe oiseau. Oops, excuse me, my computer moved. Il a la tortue ou l'oiseau. L'oiseau. You put the L apostrophe because it begins with a vowel. Très bien. 21. You all have a white frog. I don't know if white frogs exist, but we'll do it for this exercise. Okay, so how do we say you all in French? We use the subject pronoun vous, très bien. And then how do you say have? Vous avez. And this is the word that comes really funny. It's a funny sounding word. It's grande nuit, grande nuit. You don't pronounce the LLE at the end. So it's une grande nuit. And then you want to say a white frog, une grande nuit. And how do you say white in French? Blanc, très bien. But this is, since grande nuit is feminine, you want to make white feminine. So how do we make white feminine? Blanche. Très bien. Très bien, très bien, classe. Alors, I hope that this lesson was informative. I figure les animaux domestiques are very helpful. If you would like, feel free to take, I'm going to zoom out. Voilà. Feel free to take a screenshot of this, the vocabulary. Okay. And then I'm going to go down here. And feel free to take a screenshot of the exercise. Remember, we're using avoir et vouloir in this context. Zoom out tab. Okay. Parfait. There we go. And then let me put my answers right there. Now it's not going to come up all the way, but I'll have the conjugation right there. If you want to take a screenshot of that. Perfect. Okay. Hello. I hope that today's lesson was very informative. I think learning about animals it's fun. It's a fun activity to learn, as well as it's useful, because if you ever want an animal or what have you, you'll know how to say it in French as well. Perhaps someday, if you get a dog or something, you can speak to the dog in French. I don't know. You can say, sit down, or something like that in French. Okay, so I hope today's lesson was very helpful and informative. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's lesson, first and foremost. Yeah, and feel free to take a peek at our Facebook Live page because we have other languages going on as well. We have Spanish, community Spanish. We have I do community French. We have children's Spanish and children's French going on as well by my other colleagues. So feel free to take a peek. And as always, like, comment, and share this video if you could. And feel free to take a peek at our Instagram page as well. We have an Instagram page, Rola Languages. We have some of my other colleagues, they go live as well. So stay tuned for other videos and other materials coming live. And also, I would like to remind you that on our website, Rola Languages, you can search it on Google. We have a bunch of worksheets that we have available for you guys to do. So even though I tell you to take a screenshot, you can also find this worksheet on the website. So feel free to take a peek at our website, rolalanguages.com, and you guys will be good. So j'espère que vous avez une bonne journée. I hope you have a wonderful day. And à bientôt. See you later. Or see you soon. Not bientôt means see you soon. Ciao.